Hey guys, Jessica Ann here. Super excited to be able to share. I get to go on my very first hunt for the year. So grateful, so thankful that all the stars align. I'm able to make this trip just in the nick of time. I had a crazy busy week at work this week. Literally had an early surgery day this morning. Literally just changed, got into my car, said goodbye to everybody, and we are ready to head to the airport. So here we go. Stay tuned and watch for our fun travels for this year. All right, we're on the road, so some exciting things are happening this weekend. All right, first off, we get to see a long lost friend that I have not seen in way too long. I think at least a year and a half, if not almost 2 years now. Josh Cole, so Josh Cole with A10 Outdoors, and Logan. These two guys, we befriended each other on TikTok many years ago. We all became very close. A few of us stayed in touch. We started as a big group of people, but it's been really exciting to be able to cheer each other on, support each other from afar. Josh and I were always the closest, so that was always fun to be able to still be able to see each other as much as we could. I'm flying directly from Minneapolis to Detroit, and tonight I'm going to fly in and have Josh and maybe Logan pick me up at the airport. Tomorrow we are going to get up bright and early and we are going to go straight to the woods. We are going to hunt for some turkey. We tried to do the Grand Slam this year, and unfortunately life is such and not possible, but that's okay. So we're going to hit up Michigan, hopefully cross our fingers we tag out. All goes well, we're going to head over to Columbus, Ohio on Sunday. Sunday we get to go check out the new Sitka store. Sitka is one of my amazing partners and sponsors that I've had for many years. They've been amazing in supporting the things that I do, both the nonprofit and the TV show. So it's been incredible to see them grow as a company, as well as have their support with me all these years. So a good friend of ours actually also met through the hunting industry and through one of my hunting adventures. Logan Harville now works for Sitka, and so he invited me down to the Sitka store, and we are going to do an event. So we are going to go on Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. We'll be at the Columbus, Ohio store. From there, we will talk about my journey in getting involved into the outdoor television TV, as well as how to help others get involved as well. Super exciting, excited to share my story, excited to help other people grow and succeed. And then from there, depending on if we take out, so if we take out, we might do an over-the-counter turkey hunt in Ohio. If that works out, then we will hunt Ohio as much as we can. I fly back, my flight is scheduled to fly back Tuesday night from Detroit, Michigan again, back to Minneapolis. And I work bright and early Wednesday morning, so it's going to be jam-packed. We were able and lucky enough to squeeze this trip in, so we are going to make it work. So stay tuned to see if we're going to tag out Michigan, if we're going to also be able to tag out in Ohio, and how the Sitka event goes. I will talk to you guys shortly as we head on over to the airport.
he's right straight back.
Right here, yeah.
Do you think you even need to shock that one?
What do you mean? There's more than one back
Yeah,
there.
there's gotta be.
Because that one's cool. This one's up here.
That's what I was gonna say. I think this
but
one is really close.
they're all roosting in the same spot.
Okay.
So I almost bet you they're at that double set, Logan.
Yeah, I think they're
So
double
we
set.
wanna-
Is that kind of like where you and I
My
sat
blind
that
is.
second time?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit further back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! Well, that's exciting.
This morning, we hunted. All right. So we heard a gobble off in the distance, well off in the distance, but the wind was blowing pretty hard out of the northwest, and I believe that's kind of where that bird's roosted tonight. So went out and put 250 miles on tonight. We went out some other properties that Logan acquired. West middle of the Michigan. So it was a nice little hike over there, and we did some driving around checking properties. Really wasn't seeing much. We decided we were just gonna take the risk and come back out here again, because this morning we did hear gobbling, and then probably an hour before we left. What's that?
We heard that shot.
And then we heard a shot. Yep. So that kind of turned me off for a minute, because I was worried that that bird got shot. Obviously there's a lot of birds out here. I'll show the clip and the video of how many birds here. Obviously they've split off, but we know there's a lot of birds in this area. So the confidence is up with all that. We just came back out obviously tonight. We got at least 2, maybe 3 gobblers right now, just inside the woods, which is exciting because now we know where we're gonna set up. We have a plan together for tomorrow. It's gonna be cold. There's actually a frost advisory.
Exciting though.
It's gonna be cold.
Well, it's gonna be cold.
But exciting that we heard some gobbles. We feel like we got a good plan in place because we're on a time constraint tomorrow.
Yes, because we are going to Columbus, Ohio for Sika.
Yes.
What do we got? About 2 hours of sleep between all of us.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
think we've all, maybe a lot. Logan, did you ever pass out at all? When we got
Yeah,
back
for
home?
an hour or so.
Yeah, so like we're all running low on sleep, and we decided to skip out on the evening hunt, which I love evening hunts. I've had great success with it, but tonight was just too windy, and now it's super calm out. And
I think we all needed a re-energizer too, honestly.
sit there. Jessica obviously had some stuff she had to do for her presentation tomorrow, and just kind of gave us some time to think about it. And last minute, Logan said, "I'm about ready to go walk around the block before I fall asleep," and I was like, why don't we just go try to roost some birds? And I'm glad we did, because now my confidence is way up. I feel a lot better about tomorrow, because kind of going in blind. I mean, I know there's more birds, but are they where we need them? Because obviously with the time constraint tomorrow, it's going to be rough. So
And weather coming our way too.
yeah, we do have some nasty storms coming in Monday. Hope that doesn't mess up stuff, but hopefully we can get it done. If not, we still got till Tuesday. That's when Jessica leaves, Tuesday evening.
Yep.
We got to take her back down to lovely Detroit to fly out back to northern Wisconsin. That's how you say it?
Yes.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Nice.
It'll be good. We got it. We'll get it done.
we did it.
What?
That's a big Tom.
That's a big time, yeah.
That's a big Tom. I wouldn't have told you to shoot it.
He was coming running down this ridge. Right here, I saw him. I knew he was going
Are
to
you
pop
good,
right
Jessica?
over the top.
Oh yeah.
Don't stand up.
Yep, I'm not standing.
That was
That's an
awesome.
adrenaline dump.
Yep, I'm shaking.
Same. You stoned him.
Oh
hope so.
man. That felt so good. Holy crap. I didn't see anything, and then all of a sudden I saw his head right there.
I was like,
And then
I know he's
everyone's
going
like,
to pop over that
"Don't."
ridge
I
right
was like,
here.
I see him. I see him. But I was so scared. This tree was gonna be my way.
But
Whew.
he had no idea we were here
My
either.
whole body is shaking. Look at me. Whew. I'm just gonna lean up a little bit.
Yep, go up slow.
Whew. Okay. I'm scared to stand.
Let's take your time.
Time.
He's not going anywhere.
She did it again. The 2 times we brought her out, obviously we're just here to film, and then sit out here with a good friend. Logan and I actually met through TikTok. So
Wild, right?
it is friggin' wild from Wisconsin. What's funny though is Jessica, her very first Michigan bird she ever got 3 years ago, we figured out,
Yep.
was actually about 3 miles from here, and we didn't even know each other yet. From Wisconsin, come over here, and she's like 3 miles from us, and we didn't even realize it. We were watching the video last night and showed Logan and talking about it, but it was a good hunt. We had 2 or 3 toms, we feel like, this morning. We had the one tom that come up here. We had 5, 6 hens, a jake, and then a tom, literally right here where I'm standing, strutting. My truck's right there. Logan made the joke. Logan made the joke this morning. He says, because it was cold, it was like 32 degrees or 33. There's frost on the ground. He goes, "We just sit in the truck," just jokingly, obviously. And I was like, sounds funny, but then literally the hens were up on this pile that are right next to us here. You could actually they kept climbing up and down this hill, and the tom was just strutting the entire time here. And then they ended up working their way this way and then across. But we did have a tom that was behind us the entire time and to our right. And then they just took off, or he took off somewhere, and we ended up making a move up on this ridge, and there we are.
Well, we did it again. This is my 3rd Michigan bird. A 2nd with a shotgun. My 1st one was actually with a bow. So this has been my 2nd adventure out here. As Josh said in his video, we met through TikTok, believe it or not. What's crazy is the friendships that I've developed and learned through this industry, and just being out there networking with friends has created these lifelong friendships. I flew in, spent the day, and I've been spending a few days with Josh and his family and our good friend Logan. This morning, plan A, of course, didn't work. We came here last night, tried to roost the birds. We had really good feeling about this morning, came out this morning, set up exactly how we wanted to. And unfortunately, we had the birds that we quite literally were hoping would come out all flew straight down, literally right next to Josh's truck, which is absolutely wild. So playing right here on this dirt pile, right by the truck, just in full strut, one tom. We saw one jake, but we knew that there was more toms behind us. And so we called and called and called, and we could just hear that he was going back and forth, back and forth. And so finally, we decided to, when these guys kind of took off to this other field, that we should probably regroup, reassess. We came up with a plan, and thankfully Josh and Logan worked together, and they were able to actually set us down into this ridge, down below into the woods, and we kind of just gave it our best shot. We set up against a tree, put the decoys about 5-10 yards away from us, not too far, And all of a sudden we're sitting there, the sun's coming up. Logan looks to the left and Josh is on to my left, Logan's on my right, looks to the left and sees his Tom coming down, and all of a sudden he cuts right across the ridge. And I mean, I didn't see him until he literally just cusped over that ridge, and it was just game over at that point. And it was so fun, so adrenaline kicking, and this is my first time. So last year I didn't get to hunt a whole lot, sadly. I had some health stuff going on, and went out one day for gun deer season in Wisconsin, tagged a doe, and then this was my first time, and so it felt really good to be able to share this moment with two of my really good friends that I would say that I've not only met and enjoyed in my company and being in the outdoor industry, but honestly these friendships that I talk about all the time. So it's very rewarding, it's very humbling, bittersweet to be able to have this moment to share with these both really amazing, very talented gentlemen. So this turkey is dedicated to both of these guys and their hard work and the hours of scouting and the time that we put into this bird. So stay tuned to see us. We're gonna load everything up, head over to Columbus, Ohio, and check out that Sitka store.
But did you guys see what that Tom was doing over here? Right on my truck, just like this. Logan, play the hen. But it's a, what do you call that, a storybook ending?
Storybook ending.
Storybook ending, so.
Sure, something like that.
And catch us on the next one.